Welcome back to Bobby King Iraqi Dinar News, your go-to channel for the latest updates on the Iraqi dinar and investment opportunities in Iraq. I'm your host, Bobby King, and today, we have some exciting developments to share with you straight from Iraq. We're in good shape, folks, and we're ready to go. I've been in touch with some very high sources who have urged us to be patient. This is happening. We just have to wait our turn, but rest assured, it will happen in a matter of days. The investment law is being passed, and you'll see it very soon. They have no choice but to move forward. Prime Minister Al-Sudani is extremely happy about it because this is how we're going to secure new contracts with the new exchange rate. Stay tuned for all the details and more right here on Bobby King Iraqi Dinar News. Let's get started. For many observers of Middle Eastern geopolitics and economic dynamics, Iraq remains a focal point of intense interest and speculation. This nation's journey through decades of conflict, sanctions, and rebuilding has been a testament to both the resilience and the complexity of its socio-political landscape. In recent times, there have been encouraging signs of progress on various fronts, particularly concerning economic reforms and investment opportunities. Central to these developments is the investment law, a legislative measure that is poised to catalyze significant changes in Iraq's economic environment. As Prime Minister Mohammed Shia Al-Sudani expresses optimism about these changes, there is a palpable sense of anticipation among investors and analysts alike. The role of the investment law. The investment law currently under discussion is a critical piece of legislation aimed at transforming Iraq's economic landscape. This law is expected to create a more favorable environment for both domestic and international investors by addressing key issues such as regulatory frameworks, property rights, and investment incentives. Key provisions of the investment law. Regulatory simplification. One of the primary objectives of the new investment law is to simplify the regulatory environment. This involves streamlining procedures for obtaining business licenses, reducing bureaucratic red tape, and creating a more transparent system for investors. Protection of property rights. The law aims to strengthen the protection of property rights, which has been a major concern for investors in Iraq. Clear and enforceable property rights are essential for attracting long-term investment and ensuring that businesses feel secure in their operations. Incentives for investors. To attract foreign direct investment, the law includes various incentives such as tax breaks, customs exemptions, and guarantees against nationalization. These incentives are designed to make Iraq a more competitive destination for investment in comparison to other countries in the region. Support for small and medium enterprises, SMEs. Recognizing the role of SMEs in driving economic growth and employment, the law includes provisions to support these enterprises through easier access to credit, technical assistance, and integration into larger value chains. Infrastructure development. The investment law emphasizes the importance of infrastructure development as a foundation for economic growth. This includes investments in transportation, energy, telecommunications, and other critical sectors. Expected impact on the economy. The passage of the investment law is anticipated to have a transformative impact on Iraq's economy. By creating a more conducive environment for investment, the law is expected to attract significant capital inflows, which will be crucial for rebuilding the country's infrastructure, creating jobs, and stimulating economic growth. The law's emphasis on regulatory transparency and property rights protection is particularly important for fostering investor confidence, which has been a major hurdle in the past. Prime Minister Al-Sudani's optimism. Prime Minister Mohammed Shia Al-Sudani has expressed considerable optimism regarding the passage of the investment law and its implications for Iraq's future. His administration has been actively engaged in promoting economic reforms and creating a more favorable investment climate. According to Al-Sudani, the new investment law is a critical component of the government's broader strategy to diversify the economy, reduce dependency on oil revenues, and create sustainable growth. Political support and challenges. The investment law has garnered substantial support within Iraq's political circles, reflecting a broad consensus on the need for economic reform. However, the path to its implementation is not without challenges. Political fragmentation, bureaucratic inertia, and potential resistance from vested interests are significant obstacles that need to be addressed. The government's ability to navigate these challenges will be crucial in determining the success of the investment law. The role of the central bank in exchange rate policy. A key aspect of Iraq's economic reform agenda is the role of the central bank in the management of the country's exchange rate policy. The Central Bank of Iraq has been working to stabilize the national currency, the Iraqi dinar, and create a more predictable exchange rate environment. This is essential for attracting foreign investment and ensuring economic stability. Exchange rate adjustments. In recent years, the CBI has made several adjustments to the exchange rate to align it more closely with market conditions. These adjustments are part of a broader strategy to enhance the credibility of monetary policy and improve the competitiveness of the Iraqi economy. A stable and predictable exchange rate is crucial for creating an environment in which investors can plan and operate with confidence. Impact on trade and investment. A stable exchange rate policy is also important for promoting trade and investment. By reducing exchange rate volatility, the CBI aims to provide a more predictable environment for businesses engaged in international trade. This is particularly important for Iraq, which relies heavily on imports for many essential goods and services. A stable exchange rate can help reduce the cost of imports, improve the trade balance, and support economic growth. The role of international partners. The success of Iraq's economic reform agenda also depends on the support and engagement of international partners. Various international organizations, including the International Monetary Fund, IMF, the World Bank, and the United Nations, have been actively involved in supporting Iraq's economic reform efforts. IMF and World Bank support. The IMF and the World Bank have provided technical assistance, financial support, and policy advice to the Iraqi government. Their involvement has been crucial in helping Iraq navigate the complex process of economic reform and stabilization. These institutions have also played a key role in mobilizing international support for Iraq's reconstruction and development efforts. Bilateral partnerships. In addition to multilateral support, Iraq has been actively seeking to strengthen bilateral partnerships with various countries. This includes efforts to attract investment from countries in the region as well as from global economic powers. Strengthening these partnerships is essential for attracting the capital and expertise needed to drive economic growth and development. Finally, I will ask my friends who are observing me to stay positive and patient, as patience is crucial for success. Thank you.